In this video, I wanted to talk about scope. So in programming, scope means how long a variable lasts for. So I mentioned when I talked about instance variables that instance variables exist for as long as the object exists. So they're created when the object is created and they last until the object is deleted. But what about other variables? So constructors, in the last video we talked about constructor parameters. And the constructor parameters are values that we pass to a constructor to initialize our instance variables. And you'll remember, if I bring up a slide here, the parameter allows the object to receive data when it's first created. And so parameters, they're variables as well. They're variables like instance variables, but they're not available to the whole instance, to the whole object. You'll remember we discussed that these instance variables are available to the whole object. So what about parameters here? They are a type of variable, so how long do they exist for? Well, they only last as long as the constructor does, so while the constructor is executing. So we refer to this, the length of time a variable lasts and where it's available to be used, as scope. Okay, that's the variable's scope. So the scope of an instance variable is it's available for as long as the object is, as long as the object lasts, and it's available to be used anywhere in the class. But the parameters that we pass to a constructor are only available while the constructor is running, and they're only available for use in the constructor. So this string name here will last until this constructor finishes executing. So we use it here, then we set the age, then the constructor's finished, then this variable no longer exists. Secondly, we cannot use it outside of the constructor. It's only available inside the constructor. That's very similar for methods, and this is getting a little bit off topic. We're going to talk about methods in the next video, but I'll just mention this here now because it's related. When we pass a parameter to a method, it only exists while the method is running. So this one here, set name, this method, the string name that I pass to it, its parameter, is only available inside the method. I can't use it in this method. I can't use it in this method. It's only available inside this method, and it only lasts as long as the method is running. We would call these local variables. They're only available locally in the program. Whereas these ones here, why we call them instance variables is because they're available to the whole instance.